Now, Jake is a proud owner of 2011 Genesis Coupe 2.0 R-Spec. I mean, it was R-Spec. half as R-Spec. Still has the LSD and everything. R-Spec wheels and so the story about this car you might have seen in the past videos, but I did buy this thing for my personal use, just a 2.0 Genesis Coupe. I was gonna just make it nice, just drive it daily, whatever. But it's just been sitting here for a while, and Jake bought the car. The main damage was that quarter panel right there. So this thing had exactly the same damage as my original Copart car on that side. All the special components were messed up and had to replace all of them. Luckily, nothing like really deployed. Airbag was intact. It was nice overall. So, but the body shop quote me for that damage right there, professionally done, for about $2,500, which is a little less than what I actually bought this car for. So, not worth it at all. So Jake was well informed about that, just so you know. But what I told him is basically I'm going to help him out fixing it up and pass the state enhanced inspection. The enhanced inspection is really tough. It's not just like emissions and stuff like that. They'll go through the whole car, and we've done a couple. We have basic ideas what we are expecting from the enhanced inspection. So basically on Saturday, I came out for Jake and his car to work on. So right now, it does have a front bumper just sitting upstairs. Everything will pass if we basically fix that part right there and make it look safe and whatever. It could be in different colors. Aaron did pass his in like 5 different colors. So they're not looking for like perfect looking car, but more of a safety. So while the car's been here, we fixed up everything, put the OEM parts in here. Still missing few like emission parts here, like hose back to the intake and whatnot, but something very minor. And also still have to get the radiator bled out, and that's it. Pretty much. So car drives perfect. I mean, I kind of regretted selling it because the car drives perfect and now it stops. It used to stop a little weird, but we've let the brake system a couple of times and now it stops like amazing. So today what we're gonna do is pretty much, by no means we're not a body shop or expert. Like, I mean, you never done one before, right? Never done a body work, but I've done a couple, but I'm not, again, no means an expert. So what we're gonna do is just gonna grind this layer off to see how much rust we are dealing with, and possibly pull some of the metals out back to shape, whatnot, and just add some metal here and there, form the metal, then use a Bondo to fill it up. We could just use like a bunch of Bondos, whatnot, but we want to make this thing as legit as possible, using all of our abilities. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. So again, we could be doing something wrong, but it's gonna be better than paying $2,500 to the body shop and replace the whole quarter panel when it could be just filled up and whatnot. So like we couldn't have any measure before,
yeah.
But now that we have this car that has, now that like this is actually one of the first Copart car that didn't have damage over here. Actually no, there was one before, but yeah. So now we could kind of have like we could have a comparison with the good and bad. Yeah, so the main damage right now we're concerned about is, like, I'm concerned more about here.
Yeah, because I get to line up with the bumper and everything.
Yeah, and it's also rusted. So what I'm gonna have you do is, I'll show you what to do. Damage here. We're gonna try to pull it out. I'm gonna weld there's a special tool, but we're not gonna buy one just for this particular test. So I'm gonna make one. I'm just gonna try to pull this out from outside. I did try from inside, but you can't get to that spot right there. I did kick out some of the stuff from like over here. It pulled out, but I'm gonna try to do it over here as well. So we got the welder out, but this is exactly what I did, and we're just laughing while we're doing this. And I'm hoping nobody works at the body shop watch this video and just laugh at our stupidity. But that's what I came up with. So in order to, you need a special tool to pull this out, or suction, whatever we don't have. And we're gonna bundle this and do the metal work anyway, so we're not worried about the paint and whatnot. So that's how we're gonna weld something to pull some of the areas here. And as we're doing this, we're gonna clean up the area just to make sure that we're not breathing into all the metal shavings or paints and whatnot. So not too close, not too close. So I made a special tool. So basically the tool I was talking about basically does the same thing. But I wish I had a little bit more of depth, but I'm about to pull this out. Just stay there. Come on.
Oh.
Imagine just
boom.
Yeah.
It's because I think in this spot here.
Yeah. But imagine it comes out to here.
It's perfect.
It's perfect. Oh!
It wants to.
Stay there!
Oh.
No, but then imagine
when this comes out, it'll go.
One more here.
It'll be perfect.
Pull, like this here, or this spot. Well, which one do you think? This one better?
Probably this one. It looks like it's in more. So.
Get it up. He's doing something?
It's moving.
You can be on the, all the way out, so they could see the shape now. This side definitely popped out.
Yeah.
And we just gotta deal with this side here. And a little dang here. Oh, actually no, we still gotta do here.
Yeah. But it's better than before.
Way better. I mean, I'm done. I'm done, Jake. You do the rest.
Here we go.
All right, after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7, whatever. So pull this out. Woo! That thing popped out. You saw it, right? You got it? You got it in the video?
Yeah.
I think this is more than enough for now. Or did it come out more than it should be? No, that is actually perfect right there. And we just have less thing to bond though. I guess now we could tell that this is thing over here. All right, so we're at this point. A bunch of bolts still attached, but I don't know if you could tell in the video, but this is actually a lot better than how we started. Now it has all the shapes. Now it's just a matter of taking them off and grind it off, which is gonna be a pain in the butt. And we put the rear bumper in here. This car is actually banged up this much. Actually a lot. So this one we won't be able to pull it out. So Jake got the sheet metal I requested. So we're going to try to make this flush as possible. So here's the sheet metal. I just kind of lay out the line. Kind of have to bend it a little bit to kind of make this flush a little bit. It's tough because it's all messed up here, like banged up in here, there, whatever. But I'm just kind of eyeballing everything and cut out a sheet metal. And how to cut this thing, I'm gonna use one of the newer technology. I picked this up 5 years ago at PRI, and now they start selling this. It's easier with the bench. Looks like I'm selling this. It's like some guy that tries to sell it.
Yeah, I know.
This. So. There we go.
Innovative.
Yeah. Now they sell it. I see it on like Facebook. So let's just try this out. Woo-hoo-hoo! Look at that.
Uh-huh.
Just gotta throw it up.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's almost perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It's hot. Alright.
Jay just welded his thumb to the car.
Yeah. Just did. Just for you, Jake. Huh? Why am I doing this on Saturday? 2 o'clock. When I could just do my gardening.
Your gardening.
Alright. I mean, I need the bumper off, but
Yeah.
once I line this up,
Oh.
yeah. And then we'll just fill up the bottom, mold it. This is exactly what we're trying to do here.
It's just looking like a quarter panel again.
Oh yes. Oh!
You okay?
I got it.
1 minute.
So we got to this point. Looks actually amazing in person. I don't know if you could tell. So what we did, what I did pretty much is so spot welded all this, spot welded another, but it's like only 12 gauge metal, sheet metal, so it was just kind of burning off, so I had a little bit more hard time. But what we don't want to do is weld it too much where it's gonna stick out. So I've been just grinding off, spot weld again, and just have a little bit of room to bondo. So you can always shave the metal off, but you don't want too much in this case. So you can't apply too much of bondo. So that's exactly what we did. Place a little bit of metal down here, so this is actually solid. As you can see, this doesn't move, it doesn't flap around. And what's left to do is take those hideous bolts off from this car.
Oh, we're leaving them on.
Yeah, or just take off and go to inspection like this, see what they say. Then just clean the area because it's filthy around here. And yeah, you can't really probably tell. And just clean up the car. And I have to go pick up my kids real quick, and I'll have Jake to apply some bondo here and there. This bondo is just, you know, anyone could do it pretty much. Alright, so I had to step out and get my kids. So what I had Jake to do was just kind of sand the area with the 400 grit or 220, whatever. So the bondo could grab onto whatever. If it's like a really smooth surface, it won't grab. So right now it's just rough. I need these stuff, and Jake took some time to actually bring it here. So I just used my hand, just like, rah! Hey, brush, yeah, that was it. But that already looks pretty good.
Yeah, no,
I mean that needs a lot, but over here is like. So it doesn't look perfect. Very rough surface, but that's how it is before you sand it. I still have to stay around and apply a couple more layers before I go home, so that all we have to do is just sand it tomorrow or Monday. But I like to actually have it cured, like, you know, sit it overnight or at least two nights. So, but I think it's pretty good. Just missing that spot right there, and right here will pretty much fill up everything. So yeah, I'm sure we are doing something definitely wrong. Again, like, we're not a body shop, and I never really done the body work except for like few things, just bondoing in general. But you know, having the metal and all that stuff was like new. But you know, I know how to weld and put metals together. So I think this side is actually almost perfect. Once you just sand it down, you don't have to kind of fill up anything. But over here, it's just gonna be bunch of missing spots and low spots. But again, I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.